video is sponsored by no one. But you probably hear that phrase a lot, right? Hi, my name is Janelle, and we're going to be talking about crappy sponsors. The two main sponsors I'm going to be talking about in this video are Shein and Temu. They are both fast fashion factories based in China, and Temu is a very new one. Their whole slogan is shop like a billionaire. Like, you can buy a whole bunch of stuff and it barely makes a dent in your wallet.
Yep, it's mine. The prices blow my mind. I feel like a billionaire.
Download the Temu app and shop like a billionaire.
These companies like to rely on impulse purchases where a consumer might see something mildly intriguing and then buy it because it's so cheap. And if it arrives damaged or lost in transit, who cares? You barely lost any money. Now, this video was inspired by a YouTuber named No Texas Speech, where they made a video about how Temu is turning non-influencers into scammers. And that video will be in the link in the description along with all the sources for this video. For a quick summary, you use your referral code, and the more people that use it, the bigger of a discount you get. And that number can go all the way to $0. That's right, free. And this strategy has turned people into walking ads so they can get their own crap for free. And so with all of that promotion, Temu has spread like wildfire. The unfortunate reality of these companies is that they have alleged forced labor and child labor. And allegedly, I'm gonna have to say that word a lot in this video, keep trying to cover these things up. They're so big and they make so much money that they can get away with these things. And just for reference, in 2019, Shein was valued at $5 billion, which is a crazy amount. But then in 2022, it jumped all the way to 100 billion. Billion with a B. Do you understand how mind-boggling it is? How insane that I can't even comprehend that big jump. That's just incredible. And so now in 2023, it has since gone downhill to 64 billion with a B, may I add, which, everything is crazy. Like that 5 to 100 billion is crazy, 100 down to 64 billion is also crazy. It's all just crazy. But you can just see how much these companies make and how they profit out of it. And we can't forget the alleged poor working conditions, alleged having to endure high levels of toxic chemicals, allegedly copying other independent people's designs, and just so much more. Allegedly. And I think people kind of brush off the facts that these items are most likely made inhumanely, but you never see it for yourself. So if you don't witness it, it doesn't happen, right? And what about the environmental impact of fast fashion? Like how 20% of wastewater is from fast fashion alone, and a lot of the water treatments plants are overseas and don't have regulations as strict. So that wastewater in many instances can never be treated to be 100% safe ever again. And the use of synthetic materials that is heavily used in these type of products make up 35% of microplastics. And that number is way too high. It's ridiculous. That all those microplastics, they go into our oceans. They will and have kill our marine life, and that imbalance will be catastrophic. And that water, it goes to the ocean and it comes back to us, into our washing machines, our faucets, and it's really awful. And if we don't do something soon about it, it's just gonna snowball, and it's gonna get worse and worse. And this is why we need to try to call these companies out. And a lot of people do, but again, they're so big that they don't care at all. And from what I've been able to gather, people who are sponsored by Temu can make up to $100,000 in affiliates. So that doesn't mean they make $100,000, but they can easily make thousands just by posting sponsored hauls and through commission. And Shein gives you a 3% commission on your total order. That's all I could find, but I would not be surprised if these companies gave influencers more money to promote their companies. Companies try really, really hard to gain your trust. They want your view to be in their favor. So because of these cover-ups, it can sometimes take years of research just to see if a company is decent or not. And let me just say, it can be so easy to be pessimistic. You think that every single big company out there is bad. And that's how I think. I can't think of a single good company that's as big as all of these other ones. But here's the truth. Why do I sound like a finance bro? Generally, monetization is not enough for a stable income. YouTubers and other influencers need sponsorships to stay sustainable. But that doesn't mean they should go around and choose crappy sponsorships, in my opinion. Now, do not, and I repeat, do not send people hate for choosing a crappy sponsorship. Many people just don't do enough research, or the crappy information is too buried. Now, the big question, are YouTubers responsible for what they promote? If we're a part of it, yeah. The creator has the precious trust of the audience, and the audience trusts that the creator is promoting something genuine. Now, making videos is a soul-sucking work, especially if you do everything by yourself. The content idea, the filming, the lighting, the mic, the editing, it's exhausting. And I only post one video a week. Time is not abundant in content creation, and so you can't do a full CSI investigation to try to uncover every little bit of dirt you can find. And I think that surface level research is the minimal thing you can do when seeing if you want to work with a company or not. I think it's a really dumb idea if you don't do any research at all, because it just takes one wrong sponsor and you lose that trust. You break that connection with the audience, and it can be like quicksand trying to get your reputation back. I would like to think that YouTubers would never want to be sponsored by the worst company in the world, even if the money is unfathomable. But people are money hungry too, like companies. Now, this definitely is not everyone, okay? I want to make that clear. You simply just can't get the perfect sponsor with a perfect history with no errors whatsoever. People do need to have a livable income to live in this modern world, and sometimes a crappy sponsor is the only way to pay the bills. So if you do see a YouTuber being sponsored by a crappy company, you just be simple and to the point. Just say, hey, X company did blank and blank. Please take that into consideration for your next sponsorship. But you don't have to be super nice about it. You don't have to be like,
hey, you're the best YouTuber in the world. You are fantastic. You can never do anything wrong in my eyes. But that sponsor, maybe you should not work with them next time. Just thought.
Or you don't have to be super mean, like,
I hope you rot in hell. You did the worst thing ever. You're canceled. I'm gonna unsubscribe. You're dead to me.
you just say what you want to say, be concise, and be respectful. Anyways, if you made it all the way through this video, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. The video I made last week is the best that's ever performed on my channel, and I'm just so grateful. So thank you. It's given me a lot of hope. And there are so many more crappy sponsors out there. So if you want me to make a part 2, comment down below and tell me what is your least favorite sponsor that you see on social media. It can be either a really bad company or just simply annoying. Please like and subscribe, as it really helps me out. And again, thank you so much for everything, and I will see you next time.